How old are you?
I'm 19.
Are you single?
Yes.
Do you think dating gets easier as you age, or is it going to get harder?
I feel like it might get harder, but I feel like it would be easy for me. I don't know.
How so?
Because I'm not like these typical girls that are out here showing naked. I'm very like housewife material. I have discernment. Yeah.
What would you say makes you a good housewife, though?
I would say I would listen to my man. Like, I would be there for him. I feel like that's an answer that every woman gives, but in reality, I am very like, my man leads, I follow.
If he says, we're leaving Miami because I have a better job in Minnesota, you're going with him?
Definitely, yes, that's my man. I'm gonna go with him.
If he told you, I don't like what you're wearing today, it's a little bit too provocative, you would change for him?
Yeah, because sometimes I'm not even comfortable wearing shorts.
If he told you, Lisa isn't the best influence in your friend group, you should probably spend less time with her, you'd listen to him?
Yes, because they're not around my friends as much as I am, so they're able to see things I cannot see.
So where do you think so many women get lost in the, I'm an independent girl and I just don't need a man in my life?
I think it's the internet. The internet has changed women into believing that they can do things on their own, and they don't need to listen to a man until they're in their mid-30s and buying their own drink and realizing, well, damn, I should have gotten that man when I was in my mid-20s.
All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. All blessings, honor, glory, and power be unto the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahweh, through his only begotten Son, our Lord and our Savior, whose name is Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who taught me his truth, and salutations to the elect scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. My name is Amun Gabar, and I'm back with another quick lesson. Lord willing, it's edifying, quick, fast, straight and to the point. And I got a little downtime on the job, so I just want to, hit the button real fast. As I was watching videos, reading some things, and just, waiting to get some things done. But in the meantime, instead of just waiting, doing nothing, let's get productive. So I was rewatching this video I had put up. It was a quick shorts that I put up yesterday, and I'm gonna play it on the screen. It was a short video that came up as a short, but I'm gonna play it right now. And it's entitled, "This Must Be AI." All right, with the emoji with the mind explosion, mind blown, like I'm mind blown right now. This must be AI. That's the title of the video. And I'm gonna just play it and let you see it if you haven't already. If you have, you're gonna see it again. Clean my screen. All right, so peep game.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Are you single?
Yes.
Do you think dating gets easier as you age, or is it going to get harder?
I feel like it might get harder, but I feel like it would be easy for me. I don't know.
How so?
Because I'm not like these typical girls that are out here showing naked. I'm very like housewife material. I have discernment. Yeah.
What would you say makes you a good housewife, though?
I would say I would listen to my man. Like, I would be there for him. I feel like that's an answer that every woman gives, but in reality, I am very like, my man leads, I follow.
He says, we're leaving Miami because I have a better job in Minnesota, you're going with him?
Definitely, yes, that's my man. I'm gonna go with him.
If he told you, I don't like what you're wearing today, it's a little bit too provocative, you would change for him?
Yeah, because sometimes I'm not even comfortable wearing shorts.
If he told you, Lisa isn't the best influence in your friend group, you should probably spend less time with her, you'd listen to him?
Yes, because they're not around my friends as much as I am, so they're able to see things I cannot see.
So where do you think so many women get lost in the, I'm an independent girl and I just don't need a man in my life?
I think it's the internet. The internet has has changed women into believing that they can do things on their own and they don't need to listen to a man until they're in their mid-30s and buying their own drink and realizing, well, damn, I should have gotten that man when I was in my mid-20s.
How old are you?
Bars.
I'm 19.
Are you single?
Yes.
Bars. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said this must be AI. This is a rarity, you know, and when that time come, during the time of the great influx of women seeking a righteous man of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, these are the type of women that we going for. All right. These are the type of women that we are going for. Point blank, period, no comma. All right. And that's the minimum. That's the bare minimum. You know, so that's why I said this must be AI. You know, brothers ain't gonna go for the shits and the games and the nonsense. Come correct or don't come at all. So, you know, she's more than welcome to, you know, shoot her shot at me. I'll tell you that. So let me read a couple precepts that couple brothers put up in this comment section. So Fedmonger put up Sirach 26 and 16 through 20. And I'm going to go over to the KJV and read it from the Apocrypha. So this is the, if I'm saying it correctly, Douay Reams or Douay Rhymes 1899 American edition. The grace of a diligent woman shall delight her husband and shall fatten his bones. Her discipline is the gift of God. Such is a wise and silent woman, and there is nothing so much worth as a well-instructed soul. A holy and shamefaced woman is a grace upon grace, and no price is worthy of a continent soul. That was beautifully put and beautifully said. All right. Now, her discipline is a gift from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, which is the same to say as a continent soul. When something is continent, is self-controlled, is disciplined. You know, it's not a wanton type of spirit. And the majority of these women are very undisciplined, you know, uncontrollable, unmoldable, unfoldable. They just tainted. And that's the reality of things. The ones that do have hope, I mean, are going to repent early and seek the Lord early, seek salvation early, versus the ones, you're going to have other ones that are going to get broken when society gets broken, and most need to be broken in order to be built back up, so to speak. You know, so when this safe haven of luxury that Babylon provides is broken, it'll break them too. And their false reality is going to shatter, and then they're going to see clearly that the men of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the ones that were teaching his word in truth, have been doing exactly that, teaching his word in truth, prophecy. All right, and these men were always right. All right, so the grace of a diligent woman, and she's diligent. A woman is diligent in her womanly duties. Laying backing off the video I put up yesterday, women ought to want to be a wife. They want to be a wife. You should want to be a wife. That was your sole purpose on this planet Earth, is to be a wife, not to be a single lady, you know, a single baby mama and all this other bullshit that, you know, these females glorify, but it was to be a wife. Just like how the Israelite man's purpose on the planet Earth was to be a servant to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? So her diligence should be in her womanly and wifely duties. Her diligence should be in serving her man and her husband. All right? Her man, her husband, same thing. It says, so her diligence shall delight her husband and shall fatten his bones. Exactly. You know, a woman that's always on point. She knows what you need and want before you even got to open your mouth. She's pretty much, you know, like how in Coming to America, and they show you in these movies how royalty is treated, how the royalties, they get rose petals thrown right before every step they take. So spiritually, women should be throwing in rose petals at you, at your feet. And in every direction, they're supposed to know which direction you going before you even go there. You know, they're supposed to learn you, study you, know your routine. You get up in the morning, you know, first thing you do is, you know, make some hot tea or coffee before you even get up. That water's supposed to be boiling. Your your coffee, your teas, everything laid out for you to help you out, prepare for work. And then I don't want to hear that's not reality. You know, you women are just fucking lazy. You lazy and rebellious. That's why you would say, "Oh, that's not reality." You make up every excuse. "Oh, I got things to do." Shut up. Just be quiet. All right. And I'm just giving small example of certain things. You know, he come home from work, the food is prepared, the food is ready. You know, some men, you know, men, brothers, whatever, they eat on their own time. Some brothers, I mean, I don't know about everybody, but I know I do a lot of intimate fast every day. Been doing it for years. You know, it's been a lifestyle, which the word diet means lifestyle. So it's been a lifestyle, not a trend. So I eat a certain time. You know what I'm saying? So even if the food is prepared and ready hours before I'm ready to eat, all it needs is a quick reheat. Let's reheat the food. Let me reheat the food up for my man real quick. I know he's not gonna eat now, but the food is ready. Things like that. Just, you know, like the sister said, like Sweetie over here said. Let me play it back.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Are you single?
Yes.
You think dating gets easier as you age, or is it gonna get harder?
I feel like it might get harder, but I feel like it will be easy for me. I don't know.
How so?
Because I'm not like these typical girls that are out here showing naked. I'm very like housewife material. I have discernment. Yeah.
She's very housewife material. And that's, you know, every woman should be a housewife material, but the fact is that we dealing with gargoyles out here. There's a lot of gargoyles. All right? These women are gargoyles, gremlins, demons, Satanists, everything negative you could think about. Majority of these women, they are that.
Housewife, though.
So he asked, what do you think make a good housewife though?
I would say I would listen to my man. Like I would be there for him.
It is that simple. Listen to your man. The man is set up to instruct the woman. Listen to the man, and can it be all so simple? Can it all be simple? All right? It can be very simple. So let me go back to the comment. It says her discipline is a gift of God. That discipline is sent from the heavens. You know, it's a gift from the Most High. You know, it could be, you know, see, the thing about a gift, everybody don't have it. Everybody don't have the gift. So for the ones that do have the gift, may the Lord bless your soul. Verse 18, such is a wise and silent woman. Can women be wise? In their own world, yes. Their wisdom, I always say this, their wisdom is within their femininity, all right? Their feminine nature, their wifely and womanly duty is what make them wise, all right? They can't come into another world, the world of men, you know, the world of whatever, the arrangement or a separate group of whatever, and be wise, the work field, and be wise. You know, I'm wise. I'm this old wise woman. You're wise in your lane. Stay in your lane. You know, your lane is being a woman, being a wife. So your wisdom is within your feminine nature. You master that, then, you know, you'll be good. You'll be off good. All right. So, such is a wise and silent woman, and there is nothing so much worth as a well-instructed soul. So it's a beautiful thing to be able to instruct a woman. And she says she's 19 years old. And you could tell she was raised in a good family structure. You know, you could tell her mother was respectful. That just don't come out of nowhere. You could tell her mother was respectful to her husband, to her father. You could tell she grew up with a father, a mother, and the father was serious. This is the result of being, and I'm telling you, I know for I wasn't there. I can't say all that, but through the spirit of discernment, I could tell you she was raised with a father in the house, a male figure in the house. And her mother was just as sweet as she is. You know what I'm saying? Or whichever female raised it. Could have been her grandmother, aunt, or whatever. But point is that she grew up in a family structure. Okay? Nobody was talking back. talking shit. If anything, ass whoopings would have been a thing. All right. So a holy and shame-faced woman is a grace upon grace, and no price is worthy of a continent soul. All right, a disciplined soul, a soul that's disciplined. So that's a beautiful thing. Couple brothers, joking around, laughing, saying, "This is AI. Look at them hands. Not for real, for real. Shorty's a gem. Hope she get a good dude and stand by what she say." Shalom. Absolutely, bro. I'ma heart that comment. You know what I'm saying? I'ma heart that comment. That's a fact. That's a fact, And majority, most women would envy her. The scriptures talk about that. One thing, how it go? Brother could put it up. I'm gonna try to make this quick. One thing the Lord hates is a woman that's jealous over another woman. Brother says gotta be AI with the laughing emoji. Brother GMS tearing down Babylon said, "My type for sure. And women will call her a pick-me." Shaking my head. Yep, I'm gonna heart your comment too. I agree, bro. And that's beautiful. Let her be a pick-me, because you know what? She's gonna get picked. Tell you that right now. If she keep that same attitude, keep that same energy, and don't get tainted and corrupted by westernized society, and she's dead ass serious about what she's saying and how she's saying it, then absolutely she gonna get picked. Absolutely. The Lord have this young woman meet or get paired up with a man of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and it's all from there on out, it's all said and done. Karataza put up Sirach 22:4. A sensible daughter will get a husband, but a shameless daughter will bring her father grief. So a sensible daughter will get a husband. She got sense. She already know what she need to do when she does get a man, get a husband. So she's a sensible daughter of Zion. But a shameless daughter bring her father grief. So these dildo heads, they just bring their father grief. You know what I'm saying? And I seen it with my own eyes, man. Trust me when I say I seen it with my own eyes. You got solid fathers out there, solid men who raise their families on a solid foundation, and then the daughters, they out there just being thoughts. They got social media platforms showing the world the thotty shit that they do, and father is on these platforms, and they got the nerves to be friends with their father and shit like that for to keep in touch with family, and then it is your father seeing the bullshit that you're doing. That's fucking embarrassing. That is embarrassing. I'm speaking from experience. I know what the fuck I'm saying. And I heard the father say, "Yo, man, what the fuck?" And it's a damn shame, bro. It is a damn shame. So real quick, I went over to the chat. I put in Ecclesiasticus 26:15. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. All right, shamefaced. Remember that. Be shamefaced. So let's read about it real quick. It says a shamefaced woman doesn't mean ashamed. In biblical language, shamefaced means a modest woman, a humble woman, and respectful woman, carrying herself with reverence. That's a shamefaced woman. It describes a woman who conducts herself with dignity and restraint. She's faithful. A faithful woman is faithful to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, her husband, her household, and her convictions. She is trustworthy, loyal, and spiritually grounded. That's not all women. All women. It says she's a double grace, meaning she brings twice the favor, blessings, and honor. Her character enriches her soul. Her character enriches her household and the man she is with. In Hebrew, though, grace equal favor and beauty and divine blessing. Her continent mind cannot be valued, meaning self-control, discipline, and morally strong. Her mindset is priceless. No amount of money can equal the worth of a woman who controls her emotions, exercises wisdom, make righteous choices, has purity in thoughts and action. And again, this is damn near impossible. I'm going to say it's impossible until these women start proving it wrong. I'm going to say it's impossible. And we know it's impossible, or we say it's an extreme rare thing because of how these females conduct and how polluted the Western women are. But we know that the Lord do reserve women for certain men. The scriptures tell you that a wicked woman is given unto the portion of a wicked man. And then you're going to have some women that are decent that can be given unto righteous brothers. And I say decent because there's still more to learn, to grow, and to put off, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So let me get ready to wrap this up. You know, there's decent women out there. And I just showed you a clear example of a decent woman. You know, and another thing too, the older they get, she acknowledges. She said, you know, what she say, how she said it, the older it gets, she said the older she get, it might get harder. Hold on.
Dating gets easier as you age, or is it going to get harder?
I feel like it might get harder, but I feel like it would be easy for me. I don't know.
So she said she feel like it may get harder, but it may get easier for her. You know, at the age of 19, a woman is in her prime. She's in her prime. She's up there in her prime. You know, and the prime years for a woman don't last long. But 10 years later, 29, she's declining. 39, she's fucking hitting the wall. Hit the wall. You know? 49, that's an old lady. You know, no disrespect, but 59, you definitely an old lady. 69, you old lady, whatever. You know, so them early years, which that's why through the Spirit we believe when that time come, a lot of the women that's gonna approach brothers and get taken for salvation, so to speak, will be younger women. You know, that age group and so on and so forth. You know, maybe even younger than her. You know, but the majority of women are too corrupted, too gone, too tainted. So let me read on. It says, Yahweh says, the Most High says, her value is beyond measure. And if you want, I could give you, I'm good on that chat. I'm good. You know, so that's pretty much it. You know, I said I just wanted to hit the button real quick fast to like land back off of that shorts that I put up yesterday. You know, to conclude, what I'm saying is that these are the type of women that are going to get taken and accepted during the time of Isaiah 4:1. So with that, shalom to the Lord's elect.